Georgian Bay Forever attended the 2016 Great Lakes Public Forum from October 4th to the 6th. A real highlight for us was that we got to talk about community frag busting in Georgian Bay. But before we share that with you, here's a little bit about what the forum was all about. The purpose of the Great Lakes Public Forum is to provide the United States and Canada the ability to discuss and receive public comments on the state of the Great Lakes, the status of binational priorities for science and action, and for the International Joint Commission to discuss progress on implementing the 2012 Great Lakes Water Quality Agreement. You can learn more at the website binational.net, including the 10 annexes of the Water Quality Agreement and each annex's priorities and progress. However, it's also to celebrate the Great Lakes and its people. One session convened a panel on community successes. Georgian Bay Forever's David Sweetnam was proud to share the great progress and the challenge communities have in Georgian Bay to stop invasive Phragmites. He asked the crowd to visualize their favorite access to the water in the Great Lakes.
Now imagine, suddenly, an 18-foot tall, impenetrable wall opening up between you and that water. Now imagine you're a turtle. I think you probably know that I'm talking about Phragmites, this invasive plant that's making its way up all of our highways to the shores of Georgian Bay. It's a real problem for the animals and also for everybody around that's trying to experience the water. It's a significant invasive threat. It's been called the most threatening invasive plant in North America right now. 6 years ago, very few people around Georgian Bay, even in Ontario, even knew what the plant was. And during that naive time, while we sat around ignorant, the plant did what plants does, it just grew. While it began to dawn on us how destructive this plant was to our ecosystems, our economies, our properties, it just grew. While we started to learn about it and educate other people about what was going on, it just grew. And by the time we finally assembled the funding and the programs and made deputations to the various government agencies and got approvals, it was 3 or 4 times larger a problem than it had been just a few years earlier. This is a tenacious predator. It poisons the plants around it, becomes a complete monoculture in our coastal wetlands, and that destroys and removes habitat for all kinds of other threatened and endangered species that make their homes on the shores of Georgian Bay, and for all of us who have some connection to that water. And you can see this everywhere in North America now. So the picture on the screen that you can see here are some dedicated individuals we call frag busters. You don't have to pay for a membership. You can just go out and start educating yourself in cutting this and self-designate. But we've assembled an amazing group of people. It started with 5 people and a little cut in Honey Harbor. We just wanted to see if we could apply some techniques and some tools to start to get rid of it, to recapture our coastal wetlands. And it worked. We got rid of that little stand. And the next year, started to expand. We had 2 handfuls of people. And we got a call 100 kilometers south in Collingwood to say they had a problem. And could we come and share what we had learned and what we had been able to accomplish in that small little wetland in Honey Harbor. And we went down there and we won again. And then the next year we started to assemble some more partners. The Nottawasaga Valley Conservation Authority, the town of Collingwood, Environment Canada came and put some money in. The Royal Bank's Blue Water Project put some money into this project. So we could get to more people, and we got to about 55 people that summer. And then last year we were able to get, I see Mayor Scotty Warnick over there from Tay Township to the table with some community resources, some parks.